Well, good morning, fly babies. It's me, Flylady Kat, and I'm here today to give you peace in your life, control in your home, and to learn how to finally love yourself. Today, I'm going to be answering some questions from fly babies from yesterday's live video, I believe. One question is from Jamie Rowe regarding paperwork, so we're going to answer that. One is Rachel Vislisol about paperwork as well. And one is from a Payroll fly baby answering what to do on Saturday. So, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Farmer Mima. Howdy, Minnie Pearl said. Let me back up a little bit. That light is so bright. Okay, is that better? All right, so good morning. I'm going to take about 2 minutes to say good morning to everyone, and then we'll get into the meat of the program. Hi, Kylie Jones. Good morning. Shelly K. Good morning. Tracy Allen. Hey, girl. Are you still going to make those potatoes the day before? Monique Dubsky. Hi. I don't think I've talked to you before, Monique. Welcome. Mystical Heart. Good morning. Good morning with the sunglasses on. Good morning. Is that it? That's all who want to tell me hey? Are there more in the pipeline? Sometimes it does take a bit. Sometimes it does. I know this is late. I want to apologize. I had planned on being online every morning this week at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unfortunately, my parents both wanted to attend a funeral, graveside services. One on a walker, one with a cane, walking different speeds over uneven ground. Yay! Anyway, we're back, and so now I'm making the video. So let me see who I missed real quick, because now you're talking to me. Okay. Patrick Family Life, good morning, good morning. Emma Towers, hello. It's 5 o'clock at night there. Awesome. Terry's talking to you, Farmer Mima. Yvonne Messer, hello. Jackie and Co, good morning, Jackie. In Ireland, Brenda Brown. Hello, hello, Brenda Brown. Brenda Brown. Have I talked to you before? Does it sound familiar? Julie Phelps, I know she's my lassie from Tallahassee. Tracy B. Caught me live. Yay. Okay, it's been 2 minutes, so I'm going to stop addressing you now, and we're going to talk about the items that I wrote down on this little piece of paper. Okay, so the first question was from Jamie Rowe, and it was about paperwork. And she said, how do you keep your paperwork organized? Where do you store and file it? What do you do with digital clutter? And what about children's school papers? So we're going to talk about that this morning. So how do you keep organized? Well, Jamie and anyone else who needs this, remember when you're sorting paper, you're going to do 1 inch at a time. An inch. So if it's in your files drawers and they need to be sorted, or if it's laying all around your house and you can't even start with the file drawers yet, it doesn't matter what it is. We're going to do 1 inch of paperwork a day. In a week, you will do 6. You could do it on Saturday too. You will do 6 inches. So that means in a month, that's 24 inches or 2 feet. So that means in 3 months, you'll do 6 feet of paperwork. Now think about that. So if you have more, then just extend the time, but commit to doing 1 inch of paperwork a day. You'll need an empty inbox, because you may have paperwork in there that needs to be sorted because you haven't gone through that in so long. So get yourself an inbox. If you don't have one, you can buy one at the Dollar Tree for $1 if you have a Dollar Tree near you. If not, you can use, I don't care what you use for an inbox, but you need a place to put, you don't need, it would be nice to have a place to put your things to handle, because on Wednesdays, which is your desk day, you're going to handle what's in the inbox. So it's never again going to be overflowing with junk that you still have to go through and you're overwhelmed with because it's way too much. So you're to take your little inch of paper and you're going to sort it into 3 things. So you're going to touch it. You're going to look at it. You're going to touch it. You're going to say, this is trash or shred or whatever. So that's one pile. This is, ooh, this is something that I have to do something with. So that's going to go in my action pile. For example, you need to call the PTA. You need to talk to the tree surgeon. I mean, there's a million things you could do. You need to call the dentist. You need to dispute a bill. Whatever it is, goes in your inbox. You need to pay a bill. So that doesn't go in your inbox yet. It goes in a little stack of action, something to do. And then let's say the next one is, oh my goodness, I finally got my car title. What are you going to do with that? You're going to file it. So it's also going to go in your to-do box, but all you have to do when you get it is file it, okay? So those are the 3 ways that we sort paper. When you're done, imagine you did 6 inches in a week. I'm going to say, because Flylady says this, about 90% or more is trash. A lot of times we save trash, and it comes from the mailbox, and it comes from our children, right? And it's trash. Not that your children produce trash, but we'll get to that in a minute. So you're going to only have a few things in your inbox. All this 6 inches. You're not going to have 6 inches. You're going to have maybe that much, right? And so on desk day, when you go to your desk, the first thing you do is go to your inbox and you say, okay, what do I need to do with these things? Okay, this one is a file. This is my car title. The only thing you have to file this week, let's put it under whatever you file your thing under, household. I don't know. Make sure that when you do file, you file in very broad categories. If you file too specifically, you'll spend all day going through a million different file folders because you don't know where you put it. If you have a more, maybe you have automobiles, that could be one, you know, that, and everything that has to do with your automobile goes in there. Your insurance, your car title, your oil changes, whatever, it all goes in there. Whatever you choose to save. I don't choose to save a lot, but you may choose to save a lot. Just realize that when you choose to save a lot, you have to have a place to keep it. Okay, that's how you sort. So that's how you keep that sorted and organized. Now, how do you store and file? Well, I just answered that, in broad categories. So you may need to clean out your storage as well, your file system, because most people store in their file cabinet and they put more and they put more, and year after year, more and more and more and more and more. And then when you start finally do what you're doing now is start going through it an inch at a time, you're going to find 99% of it probably needs to be chucked, because it's going to be warranties from your stove that you don't even own anymore, right? That kind of thing. So make sure that you have a place to store your new file stuff, and then maybe make a brand new one for automobile, for example, and just say, okay, this is brand new. I'm going to do 6 inches in this drawer this week instead of all the other stuff I have. It depends. You're going to have to make that call, what goes first, but you have to do something, so you have to start somewhere, right? But it will go away. And I know that there are people on this video who have done it and it works. I'll say, I have, okay? I have. All right, so that answers, Jamie, your question about keeping organized and storing and filing. What do you do about digital clutter? Digital clutter is way too many emails, etc. When you sit down on your desk day, or every day that you sit down at your desk, maybe you want to sit down for 5 minutes a day and go through your digital clutter, or say, I'm going to get rid of all of the month of October 2014. And you go through it real quick and you say, done, 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 trash, 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 delete, right? Let me ask you a question. How often do you go look at the stuff in your file folders, if you have file folders? And I'm talking about digital file folders. I hope you at least have digital file folders. If not, then I would suggest you create some broad categories and you park things in there, right? And you clean out your spam, delete all. Just keep it clean. So you're going to go through there and start deleting, because if you think about it, I mean, I have some things that still need to be cleaned, and mine are pretty clean, but still, I know that I've saved some things that I thought I might want to look at, and I probably never will, and I can delete those, just in the broad category. So anyway, that's my suggestion on digital clutter. Just take a couple of minutes a day and suggest to yourself what you're going to do. Are you going to go by month? Maybe you've just got this humongous inbox, and it's just all there. And you need to just start at the bottom and start deleting. Just start deleting. Okay. And if you delete something you need, it's not the end of the world. You can always get it again, right? You can send it to your friend and say, could you resend me that? I accidentally deleted it. Because that's the kind of stuff we want to keep, right? If it's from a business, you can ask them to send it again. They can do it. It's easy. It's a touch of a button. Okay, Ray, we have one more question from Jamie, and that was children's school papers. She feels like her child is doing so well, and he's advancing, and if she throws away his school papers, she's just saying, I don't care. What does she actually say? Her words were, I'm throwing away his progress. Well, the suggestion is, and I think I saw somebody put it up, but this is what I was going to say as well, to take pictures, digital pictures of his work, keep them in a file, back them up on a disk, so that you can look at them anytime you want to. And one day you might say, you know, these are fun. I'm going to give him this disc. Or you might say, oh, this is dumb. I don't need to keep all this stuff. Let me delete some of it. But that's my suggestion. Get rid of the trash in your house because it's causing you clutter drowning. That's the only way I can explain it. It's such an uncomfortable feeling, and it's also causing you guilt because of the uncomfortable feeling. You're thinking, oh, I should get rid of this stuff, but you know, I feel guilty because it's my baby, and look what he did. He can make an A. He's so good. He can make the letter A. He can make the letter O. He can draw a ghost, you know. So we all feel that way, but there's a way to do it, and you don't have to have so much. All right, so that's Jamie's questions answered, I hope. Now for Rachel Vislisal, her question is, what about the stuff I want to read later? Well, I'm going to tell you about the stuff you want to read later. We can make piles and piles and piles of stuff we want to read later. What I'm going to suggest to you is this. There's nothing wrong with having a read later pile. However, date that pile. And if it's still there in 3 weeks, you're not going to read it. Get rid of it. That's my suggestion. It's a separate pile all by itself. Unless you just have 1 or 2 little things, then you could put them in your inbox, in your handle box, your action item. You want to read that thing. But if it's magazines, newspapers, in 3 weeks, actually in 3 days for newspapers, but if you haven't read your magazine in 3 weeks and you've got 12 of them, you're not going to read them. Why don't you donate those, right? If it's, look, the drug companies, the medical people, they will send you so much junk and you think you have to read all that stuff. My decision is not to read all that stuff, but you make your own decision. I find it a waste of my valuable time. I'll glance at it, I'll ask my doctor if there's any side effects, and that's it. I don't worry about that. Besides, I tend to get what's it called when you psychologically think you have the side effects. So I don't want that to happen to me. Okay, so Rachel Vislisal, I hope that helped you with your read later pile. And then the last question I had was on payroll. I think it was Emily M. I can't remember who asked me this question, but her question was, on Saturdays, when do I do the extra things like clean the tub, stock the toilet paper in the bathrooms, sweep the back porch, especially in the fall, etc.? Because when I do my weekly home blessing on Saturday, if I do those other things, I'm working more than an hour. Well, honey, the weekly home blessing, if you do save it for Saturday, will take you up to an hour. These things that you mentioned are not part of that. These things that you mentioned are part of zones, right? So, or just odds and ends, like stocking the toilet paper. You could say that's in your bathroom zone. You could put the toilet paper in there then. This back patio, that would be another room. If it's a back porch, it's another room. If it's a back patio, that's zone 1. When you do the front entry, I always throw my back entry in there. Remember that the zones are supposed to be adjusted by you to fit your lifestyle and your home, so that all of your home is encompassed. And so you'll be working on that zone for 1 hour every week. So a lot of times when a payroll flybaby doesn't have time at all during the week, I'll tell them they may have to work 3 hours on Saturday, doing their grocery shopping, getting that put away and running their errands, doing their weekly home blessing, and working on their zone. So up to 3 hours, if you can spread it out during the week and do 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 15 minutes here, or do some things on your lunch hour or your breaks, which is what I always did when I worked, because I was a full-time employee my whole adult life until 2015 when I retired. I was, except for a couple years when the babies were little, mainly I worked, and so this is what I did. So I hope that helps you guys. I am open for questions, and we got about anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes for questions. So let's see what Suburban Hillbilly is saying. She's not getting her notifications, only got 1 all week for all the channels. All your bells are clicked. Maybe unsubscribe and resubscribe, Suburban. I don't know what that is. Shelly K says, my mom keeps store coupons in her purse and cleans it out when her purse gets too fat. You know, I'm going to ask you a question, Shelly K. Have you ever kept store coupons? I have. Have you ever used them? I haven't, very rarely, because I have all intentions of using them. I go to the store and I say, oh good, Kraft mayonnaise is on sale, but uh-oh, Duke's mayonnaise costs less than that on the store sale. And I usually don't use the coupon, or I forget, and then before you know it, you do have a fat purse. My suggestion is, don't worry about coupons. if you're not going to use them, and really be honest with yourself. If you're using them, knock yourself out. Coupon away. But if you're not using your coupons, it's just one more area of clutter in your life. Okay? Suburban said, I'll rewatch later. What did you say? I hate that I missed most of the live chat. It's awesome. Suburban Hillbilly, I'm so glad you love the live chat. Okay, Julie Phelps, yes ma'am, I just filled one copier box full of magazines and it's leaving here to be recycled. Yes, love it. Any more questions about any of the things we talked about today? We're getting slow questions. Maybe it's a bad time of day. Hi, Kalichi Karima from Algeria. Welcome. Suburban Hillbilly, nope, I answered that. I answered that. Thank you, never mind. Shelly K uses a coupon sorter and sorts by stores and cleans out expired ones. So I'm thinking, Shelly, you use coupons. I'm thinking you use coupons. For me, it's not worthwhile. I just want everybody to be honest with themselves. Oh, Antonia, you missed us yesterday. I'm sorry. Sandra Langford, I missed you too, by the way. Thanks, Shelly K. Do you use an envelope per store? Oh, you girls are getting off on these things. Deb Cruz said yes. Clumsy Craft. I'm going backwards, so I'm getting backwards things. Okay, Shelly says keep coupons in your car in an envelope. That way you always have them with you when you go out shopping. So Shelly is a couponer. She loves couponing. She saves money couponing. It's valuable for her to coupon. I'm just going to say one more time. If you're a new fly baby and you're overwhelmed, it's probably not a good time to coupon. Just saying. Okay. See, Deb Cruz says it's another clutter area for her. It was for me as well. Local ads. Yeah, see, Rachel, I'm with you, Rachel. I prefer the local ads. I save more with them than the coupons. That's the way I felt too. Better late than never, Polly Dolly. Pam must be a couponer too. Let's see, anything else? Okay, let's see if I've got some new questions down here. Never mind said I'm absolutely right about the coupons. Pepper Durr, I used, I lost you. Ibotta and Checkout 51 apps to save money, no paper coupons. Good, and it works for you. Karen M, welcome. You're not late. You're never too late, and you can always go back and watch the videos. All right, any other questions besides paper? Anybody have any comments on the payroll things? I know that you may be payroll if you're in Europe and it's in the evening. Any comments? How's your Saturday going for when we answered our other lady? Suburban says coupons are great if they work for you. I'm mostly cook from scratch, so I buy fresh produce and milk. And that's the other reason for me too, Suburban Hillbilly. I don't use a lot of box things. Now occasionally I will see $1 off on the specific kind of toilet paper that I like and only use that kind. That's when I would use a coupon if I happen to see it, but generally I don't happen to see it because I throw trash in my mailbox away. But occasionally you'll get one at the grocery store at the checkout. They'll give you one, or there'll be a sticker or something. I'll use that. All right, girls. Well, it's been fun talking to you today. I'm going to give you a couple more minutes for last minute questions, and then I've got to go. I've got to make my video for tomorrow morning. And I have to make my Cruising Through the Holidays for you for tomorrow. I hope you're watching the Cruising Through the Holiday videos. We've been just doing it since Monday, and it's going to really help you. That you'll be all ready for Christmas or the holidays by December. Won't that be awesome? And it's just with little baby steps. Okay, I saw a question from Tracy. How long do you keep files? That's up to you, Tracy. If you're talking about tax files, go online and look and see what it says. The last thing I read as a banker was it had been changed to 3 years for most people. So, but personal files, I mean, like your tag, you're going to keep your title to your car until you sell your car. So there's certain things you're not going to keep a long time. It's your call. Okay, let's see what else we've got. But it was a good question. What about paycheck stubs? Should you save those? I did when I was younger. I saved them because they kept screwing up our pay, and I wanted to make sure it was right. It was years ago, But then after that, everything was electronic and nobody messed up anything, and I got paid the same thing every month. You know, every time I got paid, it was the same pay. So no need to save it. I could always go online and look at my pay. Most people have that ability. Your pay stub, you can go and see at any time how much you paid for your insurance, or if it was the 5th week of the month and you didn't have to pay anything. You know, you can see most of it online. So it's up to you. Again, make a good decision, make a logical decision. All right, let's see. Hey, Ma Elena Ariana Palma. What about, that was Rachel with about the paycheck stub. Suburban Hillbilly, thumbs up, will rewatch later today. Awesome. Life with Mrs. Clark. You're welcome, Southern California, Jennifer. Thanks for putting your name in there too, Jennifer, because it is hard for me to remember everybody's name, and I really, really try. Marie Mack, hello, you missed this one. That's okay. You can watch it again live. Thank God we don't use coupons in Chile. Hey, yay, one less thing. Clumsy Crafty and Crystal-y. Crystal, can you scan files into the computer like recent bills to pay? I guess you could. Why would you do that? Is there a reason? Do you need to keep them? I don't know. I don't believe in keeping things after I pay it, because I have proof that I paid it because I pay online, and everything shows up. If I use my credit card or my checking account online, I can see where I paid. There's proof. Okay, let's see. Sandra Langford, I use the Neat Desk Scanner and it has changed my life and has saved me many times. Have everything scanned if I need it. Okay, just remember that if I needed attitude is how we get in a mess, so you might not want to scan everything, but I'm sure you're using yours right, because not that there's a wrong way, but it sounds like it saved you. But just for anybody listening, don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. See, that's what we tend to do. We go crazy, and then we have so much in one place that we can't even find anything. So don't go crazy. Okay. That was Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. That was a good suggestion. Pam J. Ladies, for those of you who shop Kroger, they have an app, and you can download the coupons to your card. I get dairy, meat, and cheese, and veggies. Yep, and I have the app from the store that I'm loving right now is called Earth Fare, and it's a digital, it's even a digital card, and you can do the digital coupons and everything. I love it. Okay, Pam wants a scanner. Dancing for Joy, just now joining. Hello, Jessie. Thanks for putting your name on there. Jessie has a great little channel. I've enjoyed it. She has twins and three other babies. She's got 4 girls and a boy. It's amazing, and they're all tiny. And she's very calm. I very admire her. Marie Mack, I ordered to keep my foot up. What? I ordered to keep my foot up and got a lot of 15-minute decluttering done. Oh, you were ordered. Okay, so your foot has to be up for some reason. Well, I hope you're feeling better. And you got got a lot of your file cabinet decluttered. Awesome, girl. 15 minutes isn't too overwhelming, is it? Curly Kiki, hi there, watching you from South Carolina State Fair. Have fun. Eat a corn dog for me. Yvonne Messer, is a control journal the same as a planner agenda? That's a very good question, Yvonne. No. A control journal is where everything you have about your house is in one place. Lots of people love them. You can go to flylady.net and download the household control journal. I choose not to use one because I do use a planner. I can keep everything almost in my planner and digitally on my phone. So I don't need a planner. You might need a planner. I mean, I do need a planner. I don't need a control journal. You might choose to use a control journal. I'm not saying don't use a control journal. I'm just saying that the household control journal is no longer relevant for me. And I think a lot of people can do most everything by using electronic online storage for telephone numbers and things, and then a planner. That's my personal opinion. Okay, but good question. Suburban Hillbilly is having all kind of crazy there, and Marie Mack sent pictures of a drawing to my 17-year-old grandson. It brought back great memories, but I got rid of a lot of paper. Awesome, Marie. Kylie Jones, I use a planner. I love paper planning. I do too. I do like paper planning. A lot of people actually use electronic planning. The reason I say electronic is just the telephone numbers and addresses are all in my phone. All right, it's been 24.5 minutes. That's the witching hour for me. So I'm going to go. I'll see you again tomorrow. Don't forget to watch the Cruising Through the Holidays and to watch your daily video that tells you exactly what to do every day. And I'm just going to put a plug in because Mr. B's been working really hard on Kat and Mr. B. We just finished. He just put up our love letters, our final third installment of love letters from 41 years ago between the two of us. And he is also Grandpa Smooter. He sings country music. So you can go find all the links below. I think you guys are awesome, and I love you so very much. And remember that you are beautiful.